Frightening. I've seen Mike Tyson fight Lennox Lewis and Evander Holyfield, but he looked indestructible in 91-second knockout. Legendary broadcaster Adam Smith has revealed the one fight that made heavyweight icon Mike Tyson look indestructible. Smith has been one of the most renowned voices in boxing for more than 30 years due to a stellar career as a commentator. The Brit departed Sky Sports last November, 3 decades since joining, after battling and surviving cancer. As a fan and then broadcaster, he has witnessed Tyson tear through the heavyweight division, which culminated in him making history by becoming its youngest ever champion when he knocked out Trevor Berbick. He has also shared the ring with some of boxing's biggest stars, including Lennox Lewis and Evander Holyfield, but there was one fight in 1988 that really stood out for Smith. Probably when he destroyed Michael Spinks in 90 seconds, Smith told the Hawksby and Jacobs show on TalkSport with little to no hesitation. He was indestructible. It was unbelievable that night. I think he could have beaten pretty much anyone in history on that, for that minute and a half. I was there for the Carl Williams fight, in 1989, which also lasted about a minute and a half. He was magnetic. There was a magnetism about Mike Tyson. I've talked to a lot of his opponents who said that they were literally terrified before the first bell. They admitted openly as fighters that they just saw an animal in front of them. Tyson made his professional boxing debut in March 1985 and was a one-man wrecking ball when he met Spinks 3 years later. Spinks did his best to mess with Tyson before the fight when his manager, Butch Lewis, insisted that Tyson's hands needed to be rewrapped, causing a lengthy delay. This only seemed to fire up an already angry Tyson. Billed as Once and For All, a 21-year-old Tyson put all 3 of the WBA, WBC and IBF World Heavyweight titles on the line when he made the walk to his fight with Spinks in June 1988. Spinks, who was 10 years Tyson's senior, was the ring and lineal champion going into the bout at the Convention Hall, Atlantic City, in what turned out to be the richest fight in boxing at the time. It was the 31-year-old who made the walk first with Michael Spinks Jinx, the world heavyweight champion, knitted on the back of his Everlast robe. Tyson followed shortly after, making the walk shirtless and looking as if he was ready to scrap anyone along his short entrance to the ring. Rumors have it that the baddest man on the planet punched the wall in the dressing room before the fight over the delay, and he instantly put Spinks on the back foot when the bell rang. It didn't take long before the latter took a knee following an uppercut and brutal shot to the body. Spinks was allowed time to recover as the referee managed a count of 8. Only seconds later, however, Spinks was down again. But this time for good, as Tyson caught him with a devastating right hand that knocked him out cold. The punch sent Spinks' eyes into orbit in what was a real nasty knockout that cemented the 21-year-old's astonishing power. It seemed nobody could beat him until Buster Douglas shocked the world in Tokyo in 1990. He won so many fights before the first bell. The aura was there, Smith added. Yes, Buster Douglas broke that, but he still had it, and it probably took Evander Holyfield in those 2 fights, in 1996, to really sort of put him back in his place. But yeah, Mike was frightening. He had incredible hand speed. He's only little, 5 feet 10 inches, for a heavyweight 15 and a half stone.